Hey guys, this is Paul, bringing you update number 2 from day 2 from oRyon Labs. So I'm standing here next to our Vex chassis that we built with our new and improved gearbox with a sim and a adapter that we 3D printed. So this is, I didn't say last time, but this is the 6-inch Omni wheel that we're using to clear the bump because the 4-inch wheels on the Andy Mark drivetrain were a little too small. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the wiring that we're doing here. So one really interesting thing that we're doing is we're putting the Victors in between the two drive modules. So they're in between next where the wheels are. So yeah, this is still being finished up. But that's something, is our wiring is going to be in between. So we have a lot of room right here in front where our winch is going to be for our lift that you saw last time. Currently we have that disassembled because we're working on a better version. Let's also take a look at the. Can you move the camera? Take a look at the our forklift. Thank you. Our forklift is right here. Then we made some laser cut, plasma cut actually, pieces for it. So what's going to happen is these are going to attach here for more support because this is going to actually take all of the load of the boxes that we are going to be picking up. Thank you, Katie. So now it's time for the questions. Let's take some questions. So strategy for the highest score possible. So the strategy that we're going to implement is we're going to try to go up to the pile of totes and pick up one, stack it on top of the other, pick up one more, stack it on top of the two, take the three, score them, and then repeat. So our ideal configuration would be 3 totes with a recycling bin on top. That'll get us 24 points. Don't quote me on that. I believe that's actually wrong. But that'll get us the most points we can do in a quick move from the bin area to the scoring area.
How maneuverable is the bump?
Well, so the bump is actually really, it's only 2 inches tall. So it's not that hard to get on top of it. Even with the Andy Mark drivetrain with such low clearance, you can get on it at some speed. We're using, like I said, the Vex chassis with 6-inch Omni wheels, so we get a little bit more clearance. We're still stable, so they're still relatively low, but this way we can clear the bump easily without hitting anything. The bump itself, what we have right now, is made just out of plywood. We don't have the HDPE on top, so we can't really tell exactly how maneuverable it will be, but we know that guiding the bump is going to be pretty difficult, I think, if you want to ride along the bump.
How important is it going to be to rely on your teammates during this game?
Well, this game is a lot different from all others. You don't have bumpers, so you're not going to be hit by other teams. Your teammates, you're going to rely on them, but our strategy right now is to build a robot that can do almost everything. That's why we're focusing on the totes and the recycling bin, as well as eventually in the future we'll start thinking about the pool noodle.
What's the most important component of the design so far that you have?
So the most important component is going to have to be the fork, or actually the fork's attachment to the frame, because that's one of the crucial components for weight. That's going to take all the weight of the totes. And it seems like one tote is not very heavy, but when you put 3 of them on there, it gets pretty heavy, especially with the arm that we have, including 2 pistons and all the metal that's on there. Thank you, guys.